Guys, welcome to the TLC pre-show. I am one of your hosts, the Stinger, of course.
And I am Moose.
And sorry about the past Raw reviews not being recorded. We kind of just not cared recently to really watch Raw.
I blame sickness and poor directing.
Yeah. Yeah, poor, it's almost like a couple weeks ago, like I said, Raw was so bad that I didn't even want you to watch it, so that's how bad Raw's been. And I didn't even watch Raw from last week because
unfortunately you can't change the past. So.
No. But anyway, the first match we're gonna
before we get into this, folks, this is for all the marbles. This is the last pre-show of the year. Currently, myself and Lionheart are tied for the lead in predictions due to my playing successfully of the Feller card, which earned me 5 points last pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. So, I've got to predict at least one more than him.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Especially because, like I said, I lost my lead, so I was mad that I lost my lead. So. But it's a battle for third with me and Twiggy now, so. The first match we've got on the show tonight that we're going to predict is Charlotte versus Paige for the Divas title. It's a Survivor Series rematch.
I'm gonna actually have to predict.
Oh, by the way, Charlotte does have Ric Flair at ringside with her tonight.
Oh God, definitely gonna have to go with Paige this time. Ric Flair, I'm sorry, you're a bad omen. Also, it's just a regular match.
Yeah,
this makes me upset.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Charlotte because of Ric Flair, and that's all we're going to do with this, because we're sick and tired of the Diva segment taking like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of our time. So, next match.
Our next match is Ryback versus Rusev, two hard-hitting characters that recently have done diddly squat in the ring.
Yep.
This isn't even for a title.
No. This is just
it's the filler episodes.
It's me and Lionheart think that this is going to be the match that takes a spot in between one of the title matches and the main event. Because why else do you have this match?
Well, in this match, I'm gonna have to say Rusev. Sorry, Ryback. But seeing the matchups and like the card for tonight, no.
Yeah, nothing's gonna help tonight. I've got Ryback because it feels like, I don't see Rusev gaining any ground unless they somehow turn him face.
I'd like to see Ryback as a heel. Yeah. Wasn't he a heel once?
Yeah, but he faced John Cena.
Yeah, that's right. You need to be full heel, Ryback. And you too, John Cena.
Yep.
It's time.
Speaking of John Cena, he might appear in this next match. We have Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Earl in a U.S. title match in a chairs match.
Oh, God.
But John Cena might return tonight. Who knows?
Honestly, I hope not. I've been watching too many John Cena memes. It's just gonna make me laugh when I hear the dun 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 dun. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I'd love to see Swagger go over, but I'm gonna have to give it to Del Rio on this one.
Yeah, same. But I don't think Jack Swagger's even earned it because he wasn't on TV until after Survivor Series.
Yeah, it's kind of a push him in, and now you have a title match.
Yeah, just out of the blue. You got the next match, man.
Our next match is a fun match. If you like a lot of chaos and not knowing what the hell is going on. We have the Wyatt family versus Team Extreme. Brian, you want to fill them in on who is in Team Extreme?
Team Extreme is the Dudley Boys, of course. Tommy Dreamer and Rhino, the Gore Machine, as WWE liked to point it out last Monday, which is horrible nickname.
And this match is set for an elimination tables match. That means it's 4v4, and the only way to win is to put all 4 of the opponents through tables. Now, assuming we get down to quite literally 1 person, I already told Stinger here, you only need 5 real tables because WWE supplies 2 tables at every event. The announce table and the Spanish announce table. Use them.
Yep, exactly. For this match, I've got Team Extreme just because I feel like they're not going to do anything with the Wyatts. The Wyatts are practical. Like, you want the Wyatts to win and everything. Like, I'm still wanting the Wyatts to win, but I feel like WWE's not going to give the win to them.
You know, I had the Wyatts, and then I thought about it, and I have this odd feeling they're going to pair up Rhino with Braun Strowman, and he's going to be like, oh, look, I can actually take down this monstrous man, and everybody's going to go, what the fuck? Okay. So, I'm going to have to go with Team Extreme on this one as well.
All right. Next up, we have the tag team title match, which is a ladder match between the New Day, the Lucha Dragons, and the Usos.
Love the Usos. New Day. You guys have great team dynamic. But you know what would be really funny? See the little guys come out with the victory. I'm going to go with the Lucha Dragons on this one.
For me, I feel... And I just started listening to a little bit of the sound off just a little bit ago before you got here and everything. And he was saying that New Day shouldn't really lose the titles until Mania. I'm almost agreeing with him as long as they take their TV time down a little bit because they've been used a lot for TV lately.
Now, I'm going to say they do have the advantage here. Lucha Dragons, 2 team members. Usos, 2 team members. New Day has the advantage of 3 members. They have the numbers game.
Yep.
So, and the only way to really win is to grab the titles.
Yep.
So there's no elimination. You can't get rid of any of them.
Nope.
They're all going to be there.
And you can't have a thing to where they just walk out on the match like they did at Survivor Series.
Yeah, because then they'll forfeit.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it'd be just Lucha Dragons and Usos left. If it came down to those 2, I'd pick Lucha Dragons because it's a new team having the titles. But my pick is still New Day. On the next one.
Our next match is Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. So
This is
round 2.
This is another matchup.
Luckily, this time, it's not for a main title. I really wish Kevin Owens wasn't on that roster, but that was last video. We all know that I didn't want anybody who already had a title to be on that tournament.
Right.
But hey, at least Dean Ambrose can go after Kevin Owens' title this time.
Uh-huh. For me, I do like this match. I really do. But I feel like this is not the spot where Ambrose needs to be. I feel like they could have gave him everything at Survivor Series, and then they just knocked him back down because they have that spot for Roman. And I think that's a big mistake because Dean is getting more over than Roman is. And I don't like the fact that they've pushed Roman to the stars and Dean's just been steady, like almost upper mid card, not being a main eventer.
See, this is why I wish they hadn't. It's only times like these that I wish they hadn't have combined the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship, because it seems like the Intercontinental title is a little too low for Ambrose to be shooting for.
Yeah.
And the US title, that's just, it's fun to watch it change hands to people who aren't from USA. So
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Keep doing that. But that would only leave the tag team titles, and
Right.
he's clearly not in that.
No.
So if they had a heavyweight title and the WWE Championship still as two separate things, he could shoot higher.
Right.
But
And there was an article that Solid Monster also did earlier this week, and you can find down TJ Wrestling or something like that.com. And he was talking about the guy being the guy and everything. He was like, if somehow or another, we'll talk about this in a little bit because it's the main event of the evening and everything. He's like, if Roman Reigns gets hurt, WWE's going to be in panic mode. They won't know what to do and everything.
especially since everybody... I don't know if I want to say that because that's a curse. Well, whatever. It seems like everybody they put in the spotlight ends up injured.
Randy, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, just to name a few. Sting, Seth Rollins, 5 people. 5 people in 2 years having significant injuries that for Sting and Daniel Bryan could possibly be the career enders.
It's not probably. It's not your fault specifically, WWE. It's bad. It's just bad juju.
Yeah.
Just bad happenstance. But if you bet everything on one person like this, and something like that happens again, like Stinger says, there's not gonna be much you can do.
No. You can put Ambrose up there, but it's like, or you can put like a Ziggler up there, but it's like, you know, you're just biting your nails and everything to wait for Roman to come back, so that way you put him right back up there. And you guys can't do that. And I've watched wrestling for a long, long time. And once again, in the late 90s, when Austin got hurt, there was The Rock and Triple H. You know, there were people there to keep the company going when the big star got taken out. When Hogan was around, there was still Randy Savage and Ultimate Warrior. There were still people. Even when Bret Hart was around, there was Shawn Michaels, there was Undertaker. There were people that could keep the company going as long as, you know, if something were to happen to the main guy. Right now, WWE doesn't have a second. They only have a first. And that's Roman. You can still say John Cena is one of them, but if you're going to look into the future, like a couple years ahead, Roman's their guy, and we're just on the ride. And that sucks.
Well, speaking of Roman.
Oh, who's your pick for the Icy?
Oh, that's right.
I've got Kevin
We went
Owens.
on a tangent.
Yeah.
I have Kevin Owens as well.
All right.
I'd like to see Ambrose. It'll be a pleasant surprise if Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably lose if it's Ambrose. But Kevin Owens.
And of course, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the TLC match, we have Roman Reigns and Sheamus.
Ha!
Who would have guessed?
Spoilers!
Who would have guessed?
WWE, what are you doing?
Why'd you put Sheamus as champion?
I mean, thank you. I got 5 points for that. But why? Why?
Like what culture and everything. They're like the worst thing they could have done, and it really was. And good. I see you have something.
I hope he takes it. I hope he does take it back. But from the way Sheamus, just the way the whole thing went down when Sheamus took the title from Roman in the beginning, I don't think there's going to be a clean match.
No.
There's going to be some kind of interference from
the League of Nations.
Either the League of Nations or higher ups.
Yeah.
Triple H, I'm looking at you.
Yep.
Just because he speared you doesn't mean you have to fuck with his match.
Yeah. In general, I've got Sheamus because it's like we don't expect a clean match, and Sheamus is going to win because of shenanigans.
Eventually, we'll have a thing that pops up. Shenanigans.
Yeah, eventually.
And it'll only probably pop up when Sheamus is involved. Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's like if Seth was still champion, you know what would pop up?
Skullduggery.
Shenanigans.
I had to use something different. Yeah. But yeah, that's the card. No surprises, really, unless WWE has them in store and they're not telling anybody.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is Sami Zayn appearing in the Kevin Owens match tonight. Tried to distract Owens to let Ambrose win, but Owens still gets the victory. But
you have that slight hope that we might get a surprise appearance from John Cena during the Del Rio match.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't expect no return surprise appearances from anyone. If there are, great, try to make this a little bit more enjoyable. But as of right now, I think this might be the worst card of the year.
But I believe that is almost all from us. Like we said, this is quite literally the final stretch. Whoever gets the most victories out of this wins
the TWS Championship.
Also, I apologize to any of you who think I look high or exhausted, because I am. I have been on zero sleep for the past 2 days. This is my large mug of coffee. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm. And
keeping me awake.
And also, tonight we will be at Jack's Tavern in Forest Park, right off exit 39. Hopefully, they will be showing the show. Mm-hmm. But if not, we'll be watching it on what we're recording, which we've done for the past 2 pay-per-views. We'll be there from probably around 8 o'clock till the end of the show. And everything, if you guys want to come down, sit with us, watch it with us, and everything, you're more than welcome to.
And your attendance is greatly appreciated, because if we can show the manager that we can get a lot of people in to watch the pay-per-views, he'll be more inclined to actually
keep it going,
pay for them, and keep it on.
Mm-hmm.
So please join us.
Yes. And for that, I have been the Stinger.
And I have been Moose.
And we will see you guys next time.